Judges chapter 18, you know, there was a lot going on in Judges chapter 18, but the key point in the Judges era, we must understand that this is after they went over through the promised land. They had great leaders, Moses, they had Joshua. And so now here in Judges, they don't have that shepherd like they had with Joshua and with Moses. So they have no king in Israel, no human king, I should say, in Israel. So this is the theme that continues in the book of Judges. So Jehovah's people are behaving as there is no king because Jehovah is there. You remember the tabernacle is there, the Ark of Covenant where his throne is there. So he is there, but they're behaving as if he is not around because there's no human king around. So the people are living as they are self-governing themselves. That again, that theme, there's no king in Israel. We find in Judges 17:6, Judges 18:1, Judges 21:25, Judges 19:1. So we're seeing this doing things, right in their own eyes because there's no king in Israel. And we see this going on today. And this follows from Moses in Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 8. If you read chapter 12, Deuteronomy is about him Moses getting the people ready for the promised land. So he's hammering in things and reminding them of things. And so he's talking about not worshiping other gods and not following among the other people and what they're doing. And so he is basically telling them the same thing all over again. In Deuteronomy chapter 12, I'm going to actually pull that up and read that. You should not do all the things that you desire here this day. So do not do the things that are right in your own eyes. Every man whatsoever is right in their own eyes. Moses began with that in Deuteronomy chapter 12. And we see that the people continue to do that. So we see this again today. So we have denomination and non-denominational religious systems, and we see society today going by doing things in their own eyes. In the Proverbs chapter 12, verse 5, it says, the way of a fool is right in his own eye, but they that hearken unto counsel is wise. Again, we have this no king in Israel doing things that is right in their own eyes. This is, again, a powerful message that resonates even today. So in Judges chapter 18, we was focused on the Danites. So the Danites, 5 men, scouted out the land. Laish went back, got 600 men. They're back, and they're stopping by Micah's house for the night because they're going to go fight. So the Danites, while they were there, the 5 men that scoured the land told the other men about what Micah had in his house. So they decided to steal it. They stole the ephod, the golden and molten image, but they didn't steal the Levite. The Levite left willingly for a better offer. You will no longer be a priest of just one man, one household. You can be a priest over a tribe. You know how much you can get paid for being the priest of a tribe? Basically, what the Danites are saying to him. He's a priest for hire. This caused a snare to the Danites, actually, because the Danites no need to go to Shiloh for some. They can stay among their land that they have conquered and serve under this priest and this priest bloodline. Though that this priest himself, which we found out his name was Jonathan, is not a priest, but he is a descendant of the Levitical bloodline. Because we find out that this priest is the grandson of Moses, which brings me to my insight. So, because this is the grandson of Moses, most of us would expect more from him. Anytime there's a great leader, their descendants, their children, their grandchildren, we are expecting better, a higher standard because of who that leader was. But this reminds me that this is an individual walk for all believers to walk in the standards and the ordinance of the Father Jehovah as his son Yeshua did. This is not about who you related to. This is an individual walk. Sure, it was not easy to hear what Moses' grandson is doing. Totally walking outside the ways of Jehovah, the ways that his grandfather had taught the people to walk. So that was different. But we all have our own individual walk. So we shouldn't put pressure on other people to be like, we shouldn't put the pressure on Jonathan to be like Moses, but that's what we are expecting. But this is the individual walk. Jonathan and I had an opportunity to walk going according to the standards of Jehovah. He chose not to. That was his choice to not walk that way. So does the Danites. So does the tribe of Judah. So does Ephraim's, and so does Asher and us today. So this is all my key points from Judges chapter 18 and my insight, no questions, my cross reference to help you understand who Jonathan is, and no word study on today.